Hello, so it's been announced today that learner drivers will be allowed on the motorway before passing their driving test from next year, 2018. So this has been coming for quite a long time now, but I'm going to run over some of the things in this video, and you'll be able to see a video in the background, by the way. That's me doing a motorway lesson with the people last year. But I'm going to run over some of the things in this video that you need to know about this. First of all, it's not compulsory. You don't have to go on the motorway, and it will not be part of the driving test. This is something that you can do if you choose to. It must be done with a fully qualified driving instructor known as an ADI. Must be an approved driving instructor, not a potential driving instructor, which is known as a PDI. That's the one who's training to become an instructor. If you want to check if your instructor's fully qualified, look at the badge in the windscreen. If it's a green badge, they're fully qualified. If it's a pink badge, they're not fully qualified. If they don't have a badge, get out the car, because that's an illegal instructor. Anyway, that's for a different video. But yeah, so it must be fully qualified instructor. They must have a dual control car. You can't do this by law in a car without dual controls. They're recommending that we only do it without the roof sign on. So you'll still have oil plates on the car front and back, but they're saying don't do it with the roof sign on because it's too dangerous. The roof sign could easily blow off. And I have seen that happen once on a dual carriageway, which nearly caused a massive pile-up. Anyway, that's just the basic news for now. But this has been coming out for quite a long time, and I've been saying it's going to come in, and it's finally coming in next year. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. There is a document I shall link to in the description of this video, and it goes over all of this in great detail. It's quite long, it takes a while to read through. But if you want to know more about this, then have a look there. So that's the main news. Learners will be allowed to go on the motorway on lessons from next year. So a few of the little things I'd like to point out now. Some people are saying this is going to be dangerous because, learners shouldn't be on the motorway, it's too dangerous. It won't be dangerous because, and I know this might come as a surprise to some people, but driving instructors are not idiots. We're not going to take people on the motorway on the first ever lesson. I did once have a pupil whose dad had done that. He'd taken her on a motorway, which is of course illegal at the moment, and he parked her on a hard shoulder to do a lesson on moving off. So don't tell me the driving instructors are going to be putting people in danger when parents are teaching their kids to move off on a hard shoulder of a motorway. We're not going to take people on straight away. We're going to wait till they're fully trained at test standard. Then that'll be the final thing that you do, is to go on the motorway. So you won't have to do on your driving test because, sort of simply, some people don't have access to a motorway. If you live in Cornwall or Scotland, you might have to drive for over 2 hours just to get to a motorway. So it wouldn't be feasible or practical to put it onto the driving test. So you're not going to have to do it, but it's something that's going to be optional. You'll be able to do it if you choose to. Anyway, there's a lot more information in the link below in the description. The video you see playing in the background is of me doing a motorway lesson, and I should point out that the uptake for motorway lessons is very, very low. If I ask you this question, right, how many pupils do you think have come to me for motorway lessons in the last 5 years? That's including pupils of mine and people who just come to me who have already passed, who have been driving years. How many people have had motorway lessons with me in the last 5 years? Well, the answer is 2. 2 people in 5 years have come forward for motorway tuition, and the uptake is so low. This is a major problem because, of course, you need to know how to drive on a motorway. Now, I was quite a confident learner. I passed my tests without any problems, and I was always, a good learner. I went on to become an instructor, so I should have been a good learner. But even I found the motorway different. The first time you go on, it is different, and it doesn't matter who you are. There is a difference to motorway driving. If you say there's not, well then you're missing the point, and you're exactly the kind of person who should go and take motorway lessons, because you're not getting the point that it is very different. So yeah, there is that problem of a very low uptake of motorway tuition among newly qualified drivers. Not many crashes happen on the motorway, and the figures in the documents I mentioned below show, I think it's only 4% of deaths among new drivers happen on motorways. It's a very, very safe environment to be in, but it is different, and if you don't understand the key differences, you are in more danger. So yeah, just a few quick points for you there. I just wanted to get this video out while the news is hot and the news is still quite new, because a lot of people will be searching for this. So if you want to find out more, ask any questions in the comments below. There might be a poll on the screen now. Have a vote. Do you think it's a good idea or not to allow learners on the motorway? Let me know what you think. There are some motorway videos on my channel already. I've done 2, I think, and there'll be a 3rd one coming early next year in January. It's already been filmed. It's the one you're seeing in the background now, but it won't be released until January. There's something happened in that video which is really unique. It's so hard to get it on camera, and I'm so glad I did. I actually emailed the police about this and they checked it and they said, wow, yeah, that's rare, that happens. It's so unusual, so rare. I'm probably the only instructor or the only person who's ever captured this on video. But anyway, you'll be seeing what that is, and some of you will already have seen that if you join my video zone and you've already seen the video. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon for more videos.